What's going on, guys? This is Damian from The Lookout, and I am here with the Europe Online Regionals Top 8 breakdown. Yes, look at this beauty. So, while in Fusion World we have the same shit over and over, here in Masters we have another Top 8, 7 different leaders in Top 8. 7 different ones, and still a couple of them different from the Top 8 from yesterday when there were 8 different leaders. Yeah, what a time to be alive. And then tomorrow we're gonna have even more craziness. Anyways, guys, let's just dive into this one. But before we do so, huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons. These are our $2 and up patrons. They buy us coffee, they keep this crazy content machine going. And guys, thanks a lot for your support. If you wish to join the Coffee Club, link to a patron is in the description below. And I think that's about everything. Roll the video! As with all of our videos, let's start with a breakdown. Or in this case, general info. So, this was an online event organized by Premier Event Company Occitania, or PECO. A huge shout out to them. First time holding a European online regionals. The event went super smooth. Super smooth. It was awesome. 54 players in total. A bit less than usual, but that's because we had 3 events on the same day. Not on the same day, on the same weekend. 2 of them were on the same day. So yeah, we were a bit scattered around, but 54 players in total. Best of 1 pre-side, and then best of 3 top 8 top cut. If you wish to watch the top cut, you can do so on our Twitch channel, link is in the description below. And before we dive into the breakdown, huge shout out to everyone who had participated at the event, from the players to the TO, judge staff. All of you are awesome. The event was super fun. And yeah, I think that's about everything. Let's check out the breakdown. Okay, guys, here is the breakdown. And top 8, first place, Freehan. Bastian with Freehan. We have this deck profile on the channel. You probably saw it by now. If you haven't, it's one of our latest videos. Wow. Bastian, I've said this a million times in the deck profile, but huge congratulations, my friend, with Freehan. Freehan finally winning an event. This deck is insane. It's one of the best builds. It is the best Freehan build that I have ever seen. Like, this deck is gonna be an absolute monster in the hands of an expert pilot, like we saw here. Second place, Peter Dance, my lovely co-host Peter Dance, the King of Invoker, the Lord of Mill, with Janemba. So, because Peter just wants to mill people. So, Peter, congrats, mate. Then third place, an SS4 Vegito Zeno. It was David, I believe. Third place, SS4 Vegito Zeno. We are probably gonna have this deck profile on the channel in the upcoming days. Fourth place, Mikey with Vegex. Yeah, we talked about this the evening before the event, and he was like, I'm taking Vegex, and I'm like, are you insane? But apparently, all of the new support is mind-blowingly good in Vegex. Yeah, apparently all of the SS4 Vegito support is amazing in Vegex. So, Mikey, congratulations. Then we have 5th place Fu. So, another Fu in the top 8. There is a Fu that reached the top 8 in the Spain event. That one we're going to be covering tomorrow. Then we have Tom on Tapion. Yes, Tom just showed up with Tapion and he just started clapping people with it. Tapion, yeah, this looks like the next best blue deck, or around the next best blue deck. Is it better than Gogeta or some other options? Well, I'm not sure Gogeta, but it's definitely up there. Just needs a bit more ways to close the game, but the deck is mind-blowingly good. If you want to play decks like Healing Pod, where you just draw like a madman, this is the deck for you. And then we have 7th and 8th place, Namek Gokus. Yeah, we have Namek Gokus on 7th and 8th place. Wow, like, this deck is also, yeah, this deck is something. And I've talked to both of the players, and they both told me that they've just piled the deck together and just went playing with it. So it might not be the best, most optimized list in the world, but it just shows you how strong this deck is. We just pile it together and it's like, okay, let's go play top 8. Like, this deck is gonna be super scary, and I have an awesome build for it. I just need to find time in my schedule to show it to you guys. Anyways, 2 more shoutouts. Shout out to Ivan Ostarcevic, my team member, who got 16th place with Future Gohan. If you recall, Ivan, he got into top 16 on the finals with Future Gohan as well. He's the guy who ran the baby unison for the first time in Future Gohan. Huge shout out to him, and of course, huge shout out to Bradley, who was my opponent in game 2. He played Green Gohan, and major shout out to Bradley from Team -2. He kicked my ass, it wasn't even close. Like, I'll get my revenge next time. Anyways, guys, that's it for the breakdown. Let's check out the deck lists. Okay, guys, I am back with Deck Planet, the best deck builder in the world. No reason to use anything else. Deck Planet has the best UI, has 3 games on it. Yeah, Masters, Fusion World, and now One Piece. And every site for any of these games is vastly superior than anything that you have seen online. And I have seen like some pretty terrible ones being used. So, besides, there is also a very cool feature. You see, you grab here. Whoa! You can now change your deck, right? But you can do more than that. Do you like Bastian's deck? Do you want to try it out? But you don't have the proxies ready, right? Like, you don't have all of these cards. Click on Export a Deck, Print a Deck, and you immediately get a proxy sheet. So yeah, Deck Planet, huge shout out to them. Go use Deck Planet, guys. It's unparalleled in quality. Nothing comes close to Deck Planet. Now, let's check out the build. I'm not gonna be talking about this one. This is Bastian's Gohan Superhero. He did an amazing deck profile. Go check it out. It's in the channel. It's one of our latest videos. Congrats, Bastian. Once again, congrats, mate. Then we have second place, Peter Dance's Janemba. So it's basically what Peter likes to do more than anything, mill people. So yeah, it is the standard blue-yellow Janemba. You play your check lands, you hide behind the Nimbus and an army of pseudo super combos and the negates, and then just slowly mill your opponent to that. This is the Z deck, has a bit more space here. This is good because you get to use another Cell and another Beerus, and then the side. Then we have David's SS4 Xeno Vegito Zeno. Okay, so this one we saw it in action against Peter's Janemba. That wasn't a favorable matchup, but the deck did very, very well, and David did very well with it. So he's running basically the engine, almost its full playsets. Playsets of this thing, because this thing is just, yeah, it's unfair. I mean, like, it's really, really strong. 4 copies of the Boss Monster, which is one of the most absurd cards ever made. 3 copies of Goku Cantrip that just draws, and then the rest is, you know, good Saiyan stuff, basically. We have Thwarting the Dark Empire here, we have Beyond the Limits, Sit and Fight Its Spirit, and then what else do we have? Oh, we have Kraken Spacetime. Because as Activate Battle, your leader can become 25k, and then you do Kraken Spacetime, and he's 40k double strike before you even start comboing. And then you just steal games. Plus, SS Cumber, Assailant's Fury. If you don't have this card yet, go buy it. This card is insane. Because of the new Z-Deck rules, you can warp a 10 cost now. Realistically, usually you warp like 9 and below. There are not a lot of 10 costs in the game anyway. But now this is a generic barrier removal in black for anything. Just flat out for anything. Like, this card is insane. Here we have the Z-Deck running 3 copies of the Z Unison, and of course the side. Now let's check out Mikey's Vegex. Also not gonna be talking about this one, because Mikey and I are filming a deck profile. By the time this video comes out, we have probably filmed it already. You're gonna see it tomorrow on the channel. I believe I've scheduled it for tomorrow. Mikey is gonna go over this one. So go check out that video. There is not much that I would say that's of any value here. So we have the Z deck and the side deck. Like, it's been a billion years since last time I saw Vegex. I know that Mikey almost faced Peter Dance. He would win the game because we were discussing, does Peter have the hit unison? He doesn't, and Vegex is immune to being milled. So yeah, luckily for Peter this didn't happen. Then 6th place, Tom Stapion. I'm missing the 5th place list, but 6th place was Tom Stapion. Yeah, this deck profile is also out on Big O Notations channel. Go check it out over there. It's basically you combo a lot, you draw a lot, you have ways to search out your super combo, which is absolutely insane. You play some of the promos, removal here, and then just a whole bunch of generic good stuff. You aim to close the game with Beast Gohan, and you have your Rooks here. So very, very, very strong deck, super consistent to draw engine. Hopefully we get some more generic blue pieces for actually closing games. That would really push the deck a lot up, in my opinion. The Z deck here, and of course the side deck. Then we have Pavel's Namek Goku. So Pavel told me that he just kinda piled it together super close to the event, just slammed the generic good things into it. Pavel is also one of the best players in Europe. So yeah, you know that this guy knows his stuff. So he just told me, well, didn't even really have the archetype. So he just took the leader and then just played semi-green Gohan, just good stuff in it, and actually got 7th place. Because, as he said, 25k draw is very, very strong. And you draw a lot in this deck. So you don't even need the pod to draw a lot, and you just amass absurd hand size and then you beat your opponent. And then we have the Z deck here. Free Brawl is in the Z deck. And of course we have the side. And last but not the least, Arnaud's Namek Goku. So this was the other Namek Goku, and as you can see, this one is also not running anything from the archetype, except for the mini boss here, who is a Triple Strike Revenge. When it's played, choose all of your opponents. Oh no, this is not the mini boss, this is the big guy. Okay, so the big guy, Triple Strike Revenge, you play him for 4 energy, you blow up your opponent's entire field, ignoring barrier, and then you swing for 3 damage. And in case that your opponent removes him, they have to discard 3 cards from their hand. Yeah, super fair. Anyway, it's a very, very, very cool card. For super combos, I see Paragus and 3 of the Gohans, and then the rest is just kind of generic stuff. Here is this Gohan coming back once again to fight Unisons, and the Reddits, which I keep preaching about, like, hey, it should not be $1. This card is absolutely insane. This card is amazing. Go get it if you don't have it yet. And the Z deck is just 2 copies of You Fool, because it allows you to restand your boss monster and then swing again. And a couple of other green generic stuff like the Z Unison that you need for the deck. And finally, here is the side. So yeah, those were the deck lists. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, what's your opinion on the European online event breakdown? How happy are you to see such a diverse meta? Like, this is insane. I'm gonna show you the Spain one tomorrow, and then the French one on Thursday. And from what I have seen, just without the French one, in 32 topping decks combined, there were like 25 different leaders. Yeah, like it's a bit of a different calculation. I will explain everything when we go through that one, but I'm so happy. Like, after playing Fusion World for some time now, I'm so happy to actually see this. Like, Masters is back in full swing, billions of decks seeing tops across different events. It's awesome. It's really awesome. But let me know, guys, what you think in the comments below. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And while you're here, we're super close to 5k. We have less than 100 subs, less than 80 left to go. So guys, share the video, hit those like and subscribe buttons, help us get to 5k subs when I'm gonna give away a booster box. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.